happen in the local lands when obviously people are not as good, it's mostly stacks and stuff, is that there is late game team fight lineups win, right? Because people are not that good and they're very conservative in the land environment. So if people are gonna be conservative here, let's say on the Radiant side, you could very easily lose. Okay, this is
I don't
really
think
bad.
conservation is in the vocabulary of 9 as he falls. Steel drawing first blood.
Okay, if I'm this Magnus, I am sad when I see a Huskar. Now I'm both sad and mad, and I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna do. This is gonna be hard.
Yeah. Mr. Lin's with a lot of big feelings here as he receives a hat. You know, Fischero trying to cheer up his buddy. Says, you know what, here, take my hat. Maybe raise your spirits a little bit.
Oh boy.
I feel like Magnus should wear those hats on his horn, though. In the spirit of Frostivus, right?
Isn't he?
On top of his
No.
head.
Yeah, it's on top of his head.
All right, Adam with the stun. Fischero getting a little bit of damage onto Adam here, but nothing gonna last.
Yep, he's gonna be fine. And we get to see the start of the laning phase. And is it really gonna be that interesting of a laning phase? I mean, other than the mid lane, which isn't bullying, it's only interesting for the Huskar. There isn't really that much damage, Jesus. So no. I'm not sure we're gonna be getting too many kills in the side lanes.
Yeah, I think maybe the biggest kill threat, other than just Mr. Len's burning down in the mid, could be the Rubik whenever this Ogre gets level 2. But a little bit of repositioning from the bat into the stun of Fischero. If you catch the Lion overextended with the Earth Spike on cooldown, that could be a kill move for the Dire here. But Fischero already losing half his HP with that harass.
Yep, that's the idea. Get the Dawnbreaker low, then she cannot commit, and then you're just golden. The Dragon Knight is going to be able to posture aggressively as much as he wants. Top lane, you mentioned the potential kill on the Rubik. I think that can happen. Oh, meanwhile,
bottom lane, we're going to see a kill maybe come out onto Fischero here. One more right click should do it. We'll seal the deal. Fischero going down. First death.
Why does he have 315 movement speed? Why? The stats of the DK are so overtuned that it really gets too annoying sometimes.
Yeah. And now we're seeing the chain stun control coming out. Funcino a little low on the back foot. Buys space for 9 to reset. And still level 1 here on Dawnbreaker. Control. 3 methods of control coming out for the Radiant safe lane. They're just going to pump that damage.
Yep, I really like how the line moved there. He understood that the Dawnbreaker is going to be gunning for him, so he just moved away in time. Meanwhile, top.
Absolutely top. Cook getting quite low. One more strike from the bird, but it's going to go onto Dark Black here as he walks under the safety of the tier 1 tower. Mr. Cook needs some more tangos. 4 axes stacked will fade. And Luis going for the little pull. Won't get it. Okay, yeah, into the telekinesis. The big wave on the Phantom Assassin. Some chip damage. Back to the mid lane. Mr. Lin's making a case here. 13 and 5.
Good.
11 and 2. Honestly, I think if you're Mag here, this is kind of like best case scenario.
Yep, it is gonna start changing though. The time is coming now with 2 points in spears for Steel to push him back. I'm not sure how big of a Huskar player Steel is.
Yeah, it's something I have to look into between games to see if it'll make an appearance in game 2. So if you're this Mag, like, do you just get a couple points in Empower, try to stack the jungles, come back that way, or do you have to play your tower? More on that after this. 9 eats the Hex. No Dragon Tail coming out. They're gonna hold it. Just
he's
frolic in the
fine.
jungle.
It's okay. A lot of Magnuses nowadays are putting more points in Shockwave, so they go more points in Shockwave, they buy the shard, they farm that way. This game in particular, I'd like more points in the Empower. He only now got the first one, but yeah, I'd like more points in the Empower, not necessarily for him, but allowing the PA to farm faster, who for now is doing really, really well, which is important. The Battle Fury heroes, if you have a bad laning stage, you tend to have a really bad time in the game.
Yeah, Bad Battle Fury timing makes for a very bad game, because I feel like your other lanes then have to pick up the slack. I don't know if that's going to happen when you're going against a Lion Beastmaster Huskar. A lot of pressure. As the pressure exhibits itself here, bottom, Dragon Tail going to stop the Starbreaker from going off, and Fischero hexed up with the Blood Grenade landing. Right clicks coming in. Funcito getting that damage even under the coverage of the tower. Fearless on the Lion.
He was trying to get the Dawnbreaker to use the stick charges, so didn't manage to do it. Sorry, won the charges. He knew that there was no kill there to take, but you always want to take those away if you can. This time around, that just wasn't the case.
Just limit testing there, seeing if you can get that snap reaction on the regen. But a salve does come out to the Dawnbreaker here in the top lane. 30-4 on Dark Black with a nice wave drag. And
it's farming beautifully, really. That is.
Phantom Strike is so nice to get in and out of dangerous situations. Dangerous situations coming out here bottom. The Hex gonna stop the stun on Starbreaker. Nice flame break from 9. Buys time for the Dawn to reset. But Dawn just ferried out a salve, so her pockets are hurting.
They did force out that one, so next time they are actually going to have kill potential. That I think that was the general idea. And you also force the bats to TP to the bottom lane. Now with the Dawnbreaker being low, the contest for the runes for the dire side is not gonna be not really gonna be that easy.
Yeah, no free bottle refill for that Magnus either. Oh, and bottom, the Dawnbreaker, as mentioned, Harry Freak goes down. No snap regen on that one. I think they had brown boots coming out on the courier too, so no move speed just yet. 9 trading with the line, a fairy fire and a stun, just taunting him from the periphery. 9 goes down. Funcito lives through it all.
Yep, what we've been seeing in the bottom lane is that Funcito really understands how he should play in the limits in this laning stage, and this is not the first time. This is the first time where it just clearly shows a kill, but a lot of the times it was him just staying away from danger and maximizing his output in the lane. So very nice movements.
Yeah, absolutely. Put him in a masterclass here on the Lion. In the meantime, Magnus does get a shield rune mid, a little bit of a boon to his survival. Cook versus Cook violence. When does it end?
Never.
Louis Cook versus the real Cook. Yeah. He took like one of his pots or pans one day back in the kitchens, and they've been in a blood feud ever since. I think that's the deep lore, at least. No way. This isn't a kill effort, right? He's just pressuring this Beastmaster.
They did force out the TP from the Rubik. They don't necessarily know this, but he was in the jungle, and for some reason he got scared for the life of the Beastmaster. I mean, you never know. There was no Magnus showing on the map.
Sure. Bottom lane, 9.
Bottom.
Getting gone on, and a kill here would be nice for the Radiant, but the crown jewel is going to be this Wisdom Rune. We see Adam reaching, grabbing for it. Lens commits the RP, gets the Wisdom. It's coming back for more. Fischero swinging that thing. Not going to get the stun. Adam trying to buy time, going for the Ancient, deny, gets the aggro, but not going to get the kill. Mr. Lens picks it up instead.
Yeah, I'm very surprised about this. Sure, they use the RP, but come on, you're a carry, right? You're a carry who farms incredibly fast, and you decided to just walk in and try to steal the Wisdom Rune through a Magnus. I guess maybe he was expecting there was no RP or something, but still very ballsy move. I'd say unnecessary, to be honest.
Yeah, I would certainly let my Lion make that move for me. And just hit a wave, hit a jungle camp, you know, normal carry things.
Yeah, go slave, go die for me, or potentially for yourself, right? But then you don't get the experience. That's the idea, right? He was just the greedy bastard.
He wanted the dragon form. You could feel it now. Mr. Lens eating the stun, but the Solar Guardian coming in. No more heal, but a nice stun on the Huskar. Steel surrounded on all sides. Very low, no armlet toggle this time. Falls, and the action continuing. Fischero gets lifted, gets stunned up. Blood Grenade following. Shockwave to pull Funcito back. Fischero chases and pulls off the high ground. Goes back for the Rubik.
Beast is here.
From Mr. Beastmaster. H1 in the flesh as Lens. A beautifully timed regen rune. 30 minutes after the spawn. Oh, this is going to be a ravage from Funcito. Bringing him to hell and back again. Uh-oh. This was the bait, and I think Fischero may have taken it. Hook, line, and sinker. Lion dies.
You got him.
And you know, a Lion for a Dawnbreaker. A worthy trade. So the kill does go to Louis Cook.
This is so weird what's happening here in the mid lane, right? First of all, Huskar going in, another unnecessary play coming out from them. When you get the armlet with the Huskar, it is your biggest timing, but you need to still have good positioning. With bad positioning, you're gonna die. And versus a Dawnbreaker, if you're on the enemy high ground in the mid lane chasing for a kill, that is a bad position to be in. In the end, they will get the tower, so I guess it's okay, but still not ideal. The Dire side came out better from that.
Yeah, you got to be mindful of the support rotations. The Ogre just big bully. With that ignite timing, it makes your armlet toggling much more difficult as well. Alright, a battle of the metapods here until Funcito joins. And with all that action in the mid lane, we see Fischero level 7 on the Dawnbreaker. A full recovery almost.
Yeah, he's having a good time. The thing is, you don't have the experience, but with these global heroes, you don't have the gold, but you have the experience, right? And with the global heroes, that is what matters. Let's say a Spectre. You lose the lane, doesn't matter. You can still go for kills. Break of Dawn, get wrecked. You are seen. What the hell are they doing?
Oh, your moves are revealed, and I find that small, like, I mean, that's a large facet, you know, that's a core concept of the Dawnbreaker to play around. A lot of teams still kind of get caught off guard by it.
Yep. And this time around, Iron Clan, I think they could have punished that line. They knew exactly where everybody was, and they just decided to not do anything about it.
Yeah. Maybe Mr. Lenz just felt a little uncomfortable, pretty low health. And this tier 1 tower, the top lane feeling uncomfortable. Beastmaster putting the squeeze on it as Steel farming stacks here in the enemy in the zone triangle. Cook getting a big roar to the face as Adam joins through the twin gate. And Funcito throws a little finger up at the Ogre. It's gonna be a tier 1 coming down. And this is the second of the game. Mid one
look at bottom.
Oh.
Okay.
Steel trying to hold that tower against 2, but tower gonna go down. Do you think get Rekt just come back through the twin gate and make a move?
I think they can, right? Because if this tower lives, you take the bottom tier 1, you have a chance to get the Roche in the next 3 minutes. It's not impossible.
Yeah, Roche on this Huskar would be huge. Nice stun from Funcito, but no one around to follow up just yet.
They're not gonna do it. It's still too risky, but they wanted to keep that tower alive a little bit longer. Magnus does have a blink. Big problem, you lost 2 of your tier 1s, so using that blink is not going to be easy. I actually don't know what he's even gonna do. I guess use that and the Solar Guardian and hope for a kill. That's not the best way to utilize your blink timing.
Do you think he's anticipating this early Roshan from the Huskar and just trying to catch him off guard with that, maybe? Or
yeah, you have to have a playmaking capability. But I think this is why I didn't really like the Iron Clan draft, right? Because sure, you have playmaking capability, but your follow-up is kind of bad.
Leaves a lot to be desired because, you know,
exactly.
Bat Rider not going to have a blink for a while. Ogre still working on those arcanes. Nothing to really contribute outside of his basic kit. And PA is not going to be joining that fight unless it's adjacent to a tower, right?
Well, he's not going to join the fight at all now, considering that he just finished his Battle Fury, so he just wants to farm. And, you know, it reminded me today I saw a Nico Baby tweet being like, OG, I'm ready. So, yeah, exactly.
Line him up, bring him in.
And in one of his videos, explaining how you want to play with the Battle Fury, especially with the PA, like when you get the Battle Fury, you do not fight. You fight before the Battle Fury, but after you get it, you just...
And farming into the skirmish here. Louis Cook blocking any dire interlopers from that Roshan attempt. Steel gonna take the first Aegis here, just around 13 minutes. Going for the Halberd. Beautiful build up. Good tool against the Phantom Assassin. Do you wait for Halberd and then just run the map on Dire or Radiant?
That is kind of the timing for the Huskar, always has been, probably always will be. I just don't know if I'm the biggest fan of the halberd in this game. Just
Okay.
it's really not that great of an item without a status resistance, right? So I'm
Sure.
surprised.
Would you prefer just a full S&Y rush then?
Yeah, I think so, right? Because the PA is not a range hero, so you're not really disarming her from that long, and she's always going to be coming out from the shadows, so getting the halberd on her isn't always going to be the easiest. You might just get blown up. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised he goes there. I guess it's an item that just feels natural on a Huskar.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the evasion is worth it? It's only like 20%. Maybe a little more after you combine it.
It's solid. I mean, the invasion is a good tool. Just the thing is, I mean, the enemies don't have damage. Let's not kid ourselves, anyways. So maybe you're just afraid, maybe from a potential crit.
Sure, and not a crit, but a big blast coming in. Foncito getting the kill there. TP from 9 will be revealed.
A bonus.
On with steel coming from the 3-point line. Tier 2 tower banging into him, but irrelevant with this armlet top. Bat Rider to fall.
Yeah, that was a very long jump from the Huskar.
I think that jump, right?
Yeah, easy. That's a tier 2, 15 minutes into the game. They're gonna get the outpost. They're gonna control this area. Oh boy, this is what we were afraid of. Iron Clan, they're not really giving too much away, but 4k gold is a solid lead to have for Rekt.
Yeah, Dark Black flipping the map, farming while it's safe, and then trying to get out of dodge here. Do you think his farming patterns are pretty decent so far in this game?
Yeah, I feel like nowadays farming patterns in terms of maximizing gold aren't really what they used to be. It's more so the farming pattern needs to be in a way that you don't die. There's just so many camps that everybody gets a lot of farm. But Adam has been found.
Oh, and Adam might just die here. Found by the roaming forces of the Dire, brought down, and Dark Black joins the fight, betraying the teachings of Nico Baby. This time it pays off.
Yep.
Well, maybe for now. 9, the recipient of a nice life break. Sword Guardian crashing down, doesn't hit anybody. Foncito controlling. Sheriff goes back in. Blade Mail popping in the river. More action. Ogre goes down. Get Rekt H1 leading the charge. Might find more, but just the PA and the Magnus up. This is a tier 2 tower we're gonna see go down.
It shouldn't die immediately. Yep. You can do it. Also, look at the huge wave on the bottom lane. Somebody should deal with that on Rekt. There is way too much gold you're just gonna throw away.
Yeah. Phantom Assassin down there, working towards the S and Y. See, there you go. At least one core is building the right item. The one that we want to see.
That is... I don't know if maybe he should finish the BKB here. This is dangerous. He has to have the BKB before the next Roche. So S and Y, let's say he buys it and then makes a mistake, dies once or twice, it's going to be a problem. So this is greedy. Maybe the best way to go, but it's always kind of risky versus these heavy stun lineups to just not have the BKB.
Yeah, maybe it's like still... You're showing up, but in a very non-committal fashion until that BKB's online. Now you got S and Y, so maybe just weave in and out of the fights a little easier, but a full commit still very scary. But yeah, Radiant only have one BKB piercing stun at this point, whereas the Dire, I think they've got 3.
Yep.
Last with the Guardian, the RP, and not wanting to lose this Aegis timing. 15 seconds left. The squeeze on another tier 2.
Yep, they got it. The mid one is also something they're going to be able to get because they have really good vision right on the left side of it, and if they are controlling the top side of the map and are coming from where they see with that ward, it's not really going to be that easy for the Magnus to blink in and do something about it even during nighttime. So you're always going to have the telekinesis ready, and this mitigates your potential to do things on the map significantly, right? If all of your outer towers are gone, how are you ever gonna mount up a team fight? How are you ever gonna find an angle with the PA? to kill somebody. It has to come from the mistakes of your opponents, and you've put yourself in that kind of a situation.
Yeah.
19 minutes into the game? Too early.
Very early to turn that leaf. With the bat, the Magnus, you know, there's some repositioning available to you. Only a 3k net worth differential at this point, and they recognize they're behind, but the unforced errors, they're not being made with like as great frequency as we saw. Those 2 deaths on the bottom tier 2 tower, I feel like were kind of gimmies and freebies for the Radiant, but yeah, Dark Black still with a big dodge. 0, 0, and 1. That's what you want to see.
I mean, things are looking okay for Iron Clan in terms of staying in this game, in terms of keeping the gold lead in check. Are they gonna have that BKB on the PA for the next Roche fight? It kind of depends. If it's a super late Roche, maybe. An early Roche, definitely not.
Right, yeah, she's currently 800 gold in the bank, almost has enough gold for the Ogre Axe, but that's one of 3 components, and it's the cheapest. So unless that net worth, that gold per minute just pops up, maybe with a kill here on the top lane. Smoke from 2, RP onto the DK, bringing him in. Dark Black in, but the Roar countering it out. Solar Guardian coming down, the lasso to match, stun coming in, and the DK goes down dead for 45.
Up is coming.
Getting some help here. The Lion with a big stun for Shero. Returning the action as PA Dark Black going in. Have under half health here. Has to be careful.
Huskar is alone.
Where's the Huskar? One man against the world. And Steel running away.
Ooh, are they gonna go? That looked dangerous for a second. Did the Dragon Knight survive for a little bit longer? That 3-man stun from the Lion, it just turns the fight around completely. But I think that the response from Get Rekt was very, very slow. This is a good move from Iron Clan, though, right? You are smoking before the Roche is happening because your opponents might not expect it, and they weren't expecting it. They got destroyed. Dark Black got so many kills, so much gold from that fight that now with this influx, getting a BKB not so impossible before the next Roche fight. And with that BKB, he is literally gonna solo win the fight. Like, jump on a support who doesn't have a Ghost Scepter, he is gone.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fade time on that Glimmer Cape, you know, you throw a dust up, maybe change out that Iron Branch for a dust. I know Dark Black's a good player. He's going to do that with mindfulness, and it's over. Like, as you mentioned, Dark Black, before that fight, 0, 0, and 1. The Dire team had 5 kills, now got 3 from those 4. Just has catapulted up from where he was. And I don't even think we've had enough time after or before this pause for the win probability to properly recalculate. Sitting currently at 56 to 44, but no way, that's the right level difference.
Does it not calculate during pause? It should.
I don't know.
I think it should. You know, here's the thing. Yeah, the thing is that when you've lost all of your outer towers in 20 minutes into the game, it really adds to the numbers, right? Imagine if you ask Dota+, if all of your outer towers are gone by 20 minutes, what is your chance of winning? And I'd say Dota+ would say like 15% or something along those lines. So despite the draft of Iron Clan looking really good versus what Get Rekt have at this point now, and winning that fight, and the big item timings only now coming, not having those towers really impacts how you can play the game. So we'll see once the unpause does come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking forward to the action getting started. Dragon Knight with the reconnect, might see it get underway. This is gonna be a tier 1. Are we gonna challenge the Radiant Tormentor here on the side of Iron Clan, or with Magnus kind of like limping away from this fight with 400 health? Is it gonna be a reset?
The only thing that you are gonna challenge is the Huskar, maybe to kill him if you find an opportunity. But without the lasso, without the RP, with the Magnus being super far away, I would assume that this is now the end of the current engagement. You want to disperse really, really fast if you're Iron Clan and farm, right? Get that BKB on the PA as fast as possible so you can go for another smoke like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, would love to see another smoke and a quick kill. Okay, so we know BKB got to be first up next for this Phantom Assassin. Any other big items that we're looking at here for either side of the draft?
Well, BKB is being delivered to the Magnus. He just bought it. It's in his stash. Yeah, basically BKBs, right? On one side, it's a Huskar and the DK that want one. And on the other, it's a PA and the Magnus. So it is the biggest game changers, especially because there's going to be fighting around the Roche, right? That is an objective on which, if both teams want to fight, especially teams like this who don't really have amazing burst, if both teams want to fight, that there will be a fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it goes.
There was a firefight. Yeah, I might see it happen in front of us though. Waves, kind of middling here in the middle wave, but Ironclad do have that bottom wave knocking on their door. I feel like any move they make is going to be pretty telegraphed until that's fixed.
Yep, that's where Dark Black should go, right? Go bottom, shove off 2 ways, get the Ancients, maybe even stack one of them. Go from there. That would be the best use of his time. And then once that happens, considering that the Roche is gonna be on the bottom side, you can stay in your triangle and the graveyard area and just farm. Of course, your team would need to come there to deward. And I'm hoping that Iron Clan think about investing in a gem right now, because you're always going to be lacking map control because there's no towers. So at least get it away from your opponents as well.
Yeah, I think you get that gem early, start to put the squeeze on. This Rubik, this Lion, as you touched on earlier, Harry, will have 0 chance to get that Ghost Scepter online.
Yep.
That aggression going to match the PA BKB timing quite nicely. And I think from that point on, the game state might just be unrecoverable for Get Rekt.
Yeah, I'm surprised about this 4-staff from the Lion. I really don't know what it gives you. You're versus a PA, right? The dagger, the 4-staff isn't really that great of an item overall. So I expected this Lion to have a blink, and you can see that Get Rekt were having issues with initiation, that they couldn't find the openings. Is because the Lion doesn't have a blink.
Yeah, no blink, being problematic here to say the least. And I don't feel like the 175 health is doing you a lot of favors. Like, if you're getting hit as the Lion, chances are you're probably just gonna die at this stage in the game. Maybe the fluffy hat was nice earlier, but currently, you really want that blink.
And the win probability pretty much stayed the same, right? It was 54, now it's 52%, so it really didn't need to update. So it seems that it does update during a pause.
Yeah, you know, we all enjoyed 2% here. Adam going to the mid lane, a little Dragon Tail. Fischero got to be careful here, but he had 9 waiting with him. The blink dagger on the bat too.
Yeah, also the Dragonite, the reason that he was pushing aggressively there is because he had a ward. Without that ward, the Dragonite would never do that, because a lot of the heroes weren't really showing. And a long Roche respawn. Get Rekt are very unlucky, but to be honest, they're the reason that they're in this position. They've made some unnecessary plays. They could have just played conservatively and everything would have been fine.
And 9 making an unnecessary play in his own. Will get lifted up, thrown back. Louis Cook looking to get the kill. Dragon Tail on to Fischero though. And now, in for a penny, in for a pound. Iron Clan gonna give up too.
Oh my.
I don't know. This is Dota, baby. Welcome to the Wild West here in NA. Cook gonna get the shard. Pretty nice pickup on the Ogre, especially as this DK gets more damage. Looks like he's going for the Orchid first.
The Dragonite? Yeah, I guess though after the blink. He did buy the Blitz Knuckles though.
Just wants some cheap damage. Oh, bottom lane, we see our Dark Black Phantom Assassin getting gone on, found out by the Radiant. Kill confirming Rubik with Fade Bolt. Big bounty going to the Radiant. 1,000 gold.
Yeah, that's greed. How? Why would he stay there alone? I mean, you know that the enemies are going to be rallying around the bottom lane for a potential Roche. Nobody knows when it's going to be spawning. That was
Mr. Cook.
Bonus.
It's hit with the break into the Earth Spike. Maybe another Finger of Death charge coming up here. The Hex, will he let it burn? Yes. Holding on to the Finger of Death for another +1, maybe.
That PA dying was the biggest of issues. They're lucky that there was no Roche. If the PA dies, there's the Roche. They take it. Rekt can end the game. And they're just making mistake after mistake.
One by one, the ants go marching in to their death. Fischero dead for another 45. That's the second time you've died under that ward with 2 cores. 9 found out by the connecting. Mr. Foncito to the high ground and back down below, trying to run away, but the bird is going to keep you in range. And 9 making some space, trying to drag the team away from Roche. Spawning in 20 seconds. Steel will not find it currently.
Very cool usage of the courier there from the line. So
yeah,
he was just following him because they're on the hill. After they've used the Earth Spike, they wouldn't have been able to stun him. But because he had the courier, you could never really just TP out from that position.
Yeah, nice little micro play. You know, risking the possible gold loss on the courier, but the juice is worth the squeeze. And with that, Roshan respawning bottom side of the map. 1 minute until he goes on night shift. Steel with a fully completed BKB is going to have another Aegis in his pockets quite soon. Is this high ground territory, Mr. Harry? What do you think?
It has to be. It has to be, right? But it's hard. That's just the thing. I think it's a little bit late. Not because of the timing, but because you have given way too much to your opponents. Your opponents have everything they would need. The PA is approaching level 18. The Magnus is already level 18. So you're ready.
Cook gonna get hit with the Solar Guardian here. A little bit of a heal and a stun coming down, but Fischero recklessly throwing his body around, won't survive through it all. One
opening. No Solar Guardian, no Dawnbreaker at all for 44 seconds. I mean, this is an opening. You're knocking on their door.
Yep. Lucky leading the charge here with Adam close by. Did get that blink before working on the rest of the Orchid. So just the Blitz Knuckles here.
Let's see if the Bat can do something about those creeps, if he can kill them with fire. Nope, Firefly expired. Push is coming, and they do push pretty fast.
Yeah. They wait for the, I love this, they wait for the fortification to come out, and then they pop the banner.
Yep,
knowing they have
the enemies don't know that that is going to be happening, that it's going to be there, but it's something that you should have expected.
Sure. And drag the wave nicely here. Mr. Lin's back. Will get hexed in immediately on the jump stun. Finger Death coming in. No Solar Guardian now. Mr. Lins does get the RP, dragging Huskar to the tier 4. Will be a respawning Huskar. Hey, just assumed here, what do you have left in the tank? Disarm on the Phantom Assassin. Dragging him in with the lasso, but the roar on PA controlling your big damage source. Fischero in the middle of it all will fall to the Radiant. Now Dark Black in and out, back in again, throwing a dagger. Lucky Steel throwing those spears. Got quite the yard arm on him, but under those tier 4s will fall. A lot of blood being spilled on these builds.
And this is what we talked about, the potential skewer back, not only onto the Dragonite, but when the Huskar was picked, he has the same issue. He's the hero that just stands his ground and attacks the towers, gives so many openings for a potential skewer, lasso back, whatever. And these heroes really hate to be pulled out of position. Or rather, it's not about repositioning the Huskar, it's about everybody else when they see him being repositioned that they have to run towards him. The Huskar himself does well, but the rest of the lineup really does need to keep good positioning and to keep themselves hidden. Impossible when you have to run in and just save your buddy.
Through the entire base, nonetheless. All right. And the Lion, the Rubik, if they collapse, one crit cleaving from the PA is game over, I feel.
Yep.
Oh, Phantom Assassin showing down here in the jungle will be found here by Louis Cook with the blink forward. The Hex, the control, no roar needed just yet. Does come off cooldown. Dark Black with the fade to black does perish.
He actually didn't have a VKB. It's a bit of an issue. A good thing for Iron Clan is that the creeps are not close to their base. Bad thing though is you don't have a glyph, so there's a good chance that Rekt are coming for your base, and the lines have already been drawn.
Yeah, a buyback available to the Phantom Assassin. If you use it, is this just going to wreck your economy for the next 5-10 minutes? Or is it
Oh,
worth
you
it?
really don't want to. You really don't want to use it. If you get the Satanic, let's say you get the Satanic Shard on the PA and 2 lanes of racks were taken, you have a solid chance of winning the game. But if your items start lagging, it's going to be a problem.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, Shard Satanic, you heard it here, folks. That's what we need on our PA to win this game. Tier 3 being challenged will go down. Cutting down the trees, getting a little bit more vision. And oh, the sorry, the all chat apology here with the RP after the lasso. Solar Guardian coming in, controlling the Huskar. Stunned up, but pops the BKB, and now the return control on a Fischero. Glimmercape for the save. H1 trying to bring him down, but Fischero trying to make some room for himself. Gets to the low ground, does fall. Full racks down, and you lose your Solar Guardian having Dawnbreaker. Tough turn of events for the Dire.
Also no RP. I feel like you could go if you are get wrecked. Just go in once again. There is a Lincolns in the Magnus. That is one thing if you're get wrecked that you need to think about. The blink from the line can sometimes get completely countered if they're ready, or maybe if you jump in on the Magnus.
Yeah, going for Magnus, by the way. Going for that refresher next. Hefty purchase, bit of a pipe dream at this point. I feel like the Radiant, they've got enough spells to kind of deal with the Lincolns, but that half a second that it takes to recognize might just be all the time he needs.
Yep, you have to spam out the spells on him so that something connects, something stuns him, but it does help him like jump in and skewer somebody back, the telekinesis or the hex. Individually aren't
no.
What a force
Fischero getting found out right away. The force step to the low ground. The Beastmaster trading though. 1-for-1. Your BKB is used on your PA now. Bringing him back with the skewer. Shish Kebab and Huskar slices are available. Nice ravage.
Still alive.
Lancito here. He's still alive. Chase is on. Blinking forward and bling him back at him.
They found the PA.
A lot of work going into this Dragon Knight. The Hex will bring down the Phantom Assassin.
No more damage.
Mounting Cook is trying to get out, running for his life, will not be so lucky. Tombstone directed in his honor. Phantom Assassin's got buyback here. Switches her buy order. No Satanic Shard now in the shopping queue. Gonna be a Deso for the short-term build-up, but
yeah, it's the best damage item that you can get for that amount of gold, and he's seeing that people aren't dying fast enough. He needs to kill them in the first round of crits. If they don't die in the first round of crits, you can very, very easily just lose track of your BKB and everything is going on. Considering it's getting lower, it's even worse. But those 2 deaths on the PA really, really hurt them.
Monkey King Bar finished up on Adam's Dragon Knight as well. Difficulties mounting for the Dire, and Fischero spotted out. Pings coming. Lion is with the Invis rune, leads them off. The Radiant all in here. Roar coming out to seal the deal, brings him down. Luis Cook taunting him with his own Starbreaker.
That's 46 seconds on the sidelines. They don't have a glyph, and Get Wrecked are aware of this. They're gonna be going in.
Yeah, oh, they're going in for it all here. Ogre is on dieback. Magnus sharing his Lincolns. We're gonna find out that vision. Nice little find.
They're still not going to push. They really want to be waiting for that Aegis. And this is the thing, right? There was a timing for Iron Clan, but it seems that they've lost it. And sure, PA Magnus is amazing, but the thing is, you have a ranged PA Magnus on the other side, only in one hero, and that is the Dragon Knight. So once he finishes off his MKB, which I want to say Satanic, right? Now he has both. I don't know how you deal with him. There it is. We are in a situation, 3.6k HP, 36 armor, if I saw correctly, with the armor toggle. Yep. And more than 300 damage in the form. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, no break yet. No damper to the lifesteal either. You know, no Eye of Scotty, no Vessel either. I mean, given you can dispel it quite easily with the Satanic or the BKB. Does he even need BKB at any time in this game?
I don't remember.
Radiant's middle tower
I don't remember the. the BK being in a situation where the BKB would have saved his life. So yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I mean, he has seen what happens to Huskar's BKB. He just gets hit with the with the RP and then the lasso. So he's like, why would I even waste my money?
Dire are scanning.
But the gate getting a lot of business down here on the bottom side of the map. Roshan not up yet. You don't have to fight, boys. It's not that serious. RP still available. Solar Guardian coming crashing down with the right click from the DK. Gonna add up. Now he's stunned. And the stolen Solar Guardian helping out for the Radiant. Magnus the ball. Dead for Radiant. Cook is next. You're down one chef. Get back in the kitchen, Dire. Soon your PA will be next. A nice blur, but it will be
He's out
to the high ground. Out and
no
up.
way.
Shero will die for your sins. H1 on the chase, but will get nothing. 2 dead on the Radiant, 3 dead on the Dire. I mean, the numbers are in favor of the Radiant, but I think it's a moral victory for the Dire, right?
Oh, it was amazing for them because I thought that the PA was dead. PA dies there, maybe it's even GG. But considering that he lives, it really does change quite a lot. Now he does have a Satanic. They decided not to go with the Deso. Decided to go greedier, hoping that he's gonna be able to win this game. So let's find out if it's gonna work out. But Adam is already knocking down the door.
He's like, I don't need dragon form. I've got the dragon inside of me. It's my heart. The Ranger Axe now threatened here in mid. Beastmaster taking on melee. 5 seconds still the Dawnbreaker, but no Solar Guardian for about 20. Now Phantom Assassin working her way up to level 25. Do you go triple dagger or the coup de grace?
I would say -1 attack to trigger coup de grace. That is what I would like to see because I think people need to die faster if you're this PA. So that talent would allow you to do so. The other one, sure, AoE is nice, especially with Magnus on your side. But I would say kill one hero quicker rather than the AoE.
Do you feel like these level 25 talents are particularly branded to whichever facet you choose?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. No, maybe for some heroes, but what I don't like about talents is especially the 25 ones. Usually, there's one that is most definitely better than the other. For a PA, might not be the case, but for most of the heroes, that's just how it works.
Gotcha. We're gonna hear the roar of Roshan come out. It's Radiant looking to bring him down in the top lane. Aegis, a little Scepter bonus on the ground as well. That's gonna go. DK already has it. Does he want the? Yeah. Wait a second. No, Huskar's gonna get the blessing.
Yep.
DK sold his boots to get the Black Dragon form.
Oh boy, they're so strong. I don't know how to kill the DK, and then you have to kill this Huskar twice. It's just not easy. The repositioning tools, they have to work. 9?
That is bold, to say the least here. Boncito getting found out. This could be a nice start for the Dire.
Opening.
Lying down, but a big roar from H1 and Solar Guardian to cover the Bat Rider, protecting him. Got the... Oh no, trying to bring down the banner on the Dawnbreaker here, but controlled. Cook's gonna bring down the Beastmaster on the backside of the fight. You're sacrificing here, but a big RP from Lens bringing him back here. The DK very low, will die, goes down. Huskar respawning, hits the BKB instantly. But you are flanked. Hurricane Pike not getting you to the low ground here. Physical damage not needed exactly just yet. Lasso gonna interrupt that TP. Steel gets the jump to the high ground, taunting him, but he will fall. And Harry Freak, absolutely disastrous turn of events. And what's more, the Radiant don't get mega creeps.
Yeah, they thought that they were going to be able to get it. That's why they stayed. That's why they stayed in the 3 versus 5 scenario. But I don't get it. Why these unnecessary plays? This is the part where you walk up the high ground, you get mega creeps, and you leave. Your opponents are the ones that have to go in. You have ways to respond to it. But the line is like, no, I'm going to find them in their base, blinking, make it all cool. And, well, doesn't really work out.
Yeah, you see the result there. And with that, net worth lead shrinks down to 7K, so a bit more manageable here. Maybe like one really good item and you know, a secondary kind of kind of differential item there. Are we getting ready to see Iron Clan reach critical mass anytime soon, or get wrecked? Do they still pose too great a challenge?
Yeah, I don't think you have that critical mass any longer where you get to a point where you're just not going to be losing fights. It still has to come down to the positioning of the PA, right? If you don't find a good target coming out from the blur, your BKB is low, you are going to die, and it's going to be a disaster for your team. So, being a 4 protect 1 lineup, it's always risky, and the Dragon Knight is arguably, if they would fight 1 versus 1, the stronger of the two.
Yeah, especially with that Monkey King bar. But a refresher orb on Magnus might just be the tool they need. Hex 9 found out, will go down. 2.2k HP never looked more flimsy.
He does have a buyback, but you know what they don't have? They don't have the glyphs. So Adam is just gonna hit the creep wave twice or thrice maybe, and then they're just gonna run and get the megas. I don't know. It's not gonna be easy to stop them. Their damage output, like look at what the Dragon Knight is gonna do to these Raxes.
And they're gone. Mega creeps. The horn will sound, and Dire losing additional structures here in the middle of their base. The Radiant know their spread. Are they getting baited into like a false sense of security here?
Well,
BKB in on the Magnus. Doesn't get anybody though. Held in place. Oh, but he's gonna go for round 2. Trying to drag him back. You got 2. The bait has been used, but a roar onto Magnus. Sword Guardian to cover the escape here. Steel will not get stunned. Gets out of the crash down. But Mr. Lenz now DK on top of him, bringing down the Magnetar. Will fall. Dark Black trying to get some return action here. Pops the Satanic for the heal and the Dispel, but the Hex is coming out, and the problems are mounting for Dark Black. Soon to fall. Yule's up on Cook here. A little bit of control, but Bashero and Ogre fighting for their lives. PA buyback, and you gotta get your kills and get out now because she's coming back with a vengeance. The blades come out.
That's no BKB though.
Lasso coming out, and the control on the Dark Black as he blinks forward, slicing, trying to take Adam. The Hex comes out for more, and Dark Black falling, not getting any life still. Brings down 1 to Adam for a return kill. The hammer gets the kill. The quirky tool just coming out the woodwork. H1 can bring down 9. One of the final remaining members. Cook buys back, and you get 2 more on the Radiant. Beastmaster trying to buy time until his buddies come. There's a pizza party, and he's running out of slices, though. H1, now the table's turning.
Lion is here.
Lion has arrived. Harry, and he's going in. He gets the finger. He gets the tri-stun onto the Ogre. Buyback from the Bad Evidon. The roar coming out. Trying to get the Cook, but he's perishing. He's falling. The Yule's
the DK coming as well.
Breaker here. Beast will go down eventually. DK, big bad Papa has arrived, and Adam is hungry for some buildings, but not before he takes a bite out of Dawnbreaker. Bashero pops the blade now, trying to get the stun. Lion unable to get him in the lasso. Will not last. Cook playing deep, perhaps a little too deep. Not buffing up this tower just yet. He got 2. Now the Magnus is respawning. Tier 4 is dismantled. Mr. Lenz looking for the Lion. Doesn't want to deal with this Hex, but Louis Cook making some room here. And the Lion will go down dead for 2 minutes. The Rubik next to fall. Can you get the DK before the throw goes down? Adam using the Blink Sword Guardian coming down. He knows he has to make a last ditch effort. The RP and the Roar controlling the controllers. To the H will fall. You have to protect your buildings. Get wrecked. Do the wrecking here in game 1. Taking the win 41 minutes in. An instant classic between the 2 North American teams.
Nice RP. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe for that previous one when he used it on the Beastmaster. It kind of felt like when he used it on the Beastmaster and screwed up with. I don't think there's been a lot of that here in the season 25 qualis in NA.
No. Yesterday we had our first one, and it was a nail biter if you are a Wildcard fan. But friends, Wildcard not on the menu. We got Iron Clan versus Get Wrecked, and you've got Harry Freak and myself, Malibu Jesus, taking you through the action today. Friend, we have a big smoke play on the wraparound from the west side here for sure. Getting fun out. Sniper sees all 9, trying to get deep in here. Bramble gonna catch 2, and maybe a third. Trying to get away, flat cannon firing from Dark Black, and Cook gonna be the likely target, but not before 9 brings down the sniper. Cook in, and Cook is low, and it's a bloodbath. The Marcy falls, the Beastmaster falls. Will Louis Cook be next? Yes is the answer.
Oh, this is a perfect way to start off the game. They killed 3 heroes. They got the first blood themselves. But that was some really weird pathing from the sniper. I think he could have just ran towards the tier 1. Instead, he decided to go towards the top lane. And then they just ran him down. He was staying near the high ground. The Zeus kept zapping him with the arc lightning. Very, very weird moments. These are... Oh man, I've seen so many games being lost because of these early fights. Really unnecessary. Again,
Sure.
and that is the name of the series, Unnecessary Plays.
Unnecessary Plays Volume 2. Yeah, for your viewing pleasure. And that ward gets pinged out. Dire getting a courier here. 9. Getting a lot of early gold on this position 4 Weaver. Now, it's been a while since we've seen position 4 Weaver in his heyday. Do you think the hero is still deserving in this role, or does he usually need to be a core?
It depends, right? If you have AoE damage, AoE physical damage, he can work out, which they kind of do. So I'm fine with it. But overall, it's not like a great pick that you would think, oh, let's first pick this because it can be flexed to a 4. You'd rather not.
Sure. I think it gives you great rack capabilities. Good wave shove with the ability to connect, but also I feel like Fashero kind of wants to do that on the Dawnbreaker.
Probably, but still, it's another way to give you vision. And I think
Sure.
that's the most important part.
Vision here in the bottom lane. We're looking at Cook. Already low, but goes in on top of Louis Cook. Cook v Cook battle. Willow getting quite low. Marcy, no snap region left to the Tusk falls. The Dark Willow falls. 2 kills going the way of Ironclad. But a nice reversal for H1.
Not good for
Now
the gyro.
looking to get on top of gyro and continue it. Snap region from the wand here, but the bird will root him. Has another axes. It's not enough. Will he dive? No. Pulls off.
Very dangerous. He did have those stick charges, so lucky for him. He will be able to get out, but that is very dangerous sometimes to stay alone. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, they're so low. Same is true at the top as well.
Yeah, mid and top lane, both low kill opportunities are amounting. Fashero getting walked down by the Tusk, trapped by the shards, closing the gap with the hammer. Fashero going in, brings down the sniper. Beastmaster dying in the off lane as well. Core just falling all around the map.
Yep, a lot more kill potential in the side lanes than in the previous game. The previous game was kind of boring, right? In this one, we have a completely different story, a bloodbath, but mostly favoring Ironclad.
Yeah, almost 3 kills a minute here, actually over that mark, and we're gonna keep adding to the tally. Dark Black trying to get out, returning fire with the Black Cannon. Missile lands on Louis Cook, but Marcy not gonna make the jump. Taking the creeps will bring him back to her gyro. He already brought out a salve, but you couldn't tell by looking at him.
This is a great start for Ironclad. Meanwhile, top lane, maybe something is gonna change.
Oh, top lane, let's take a look. Fashero trying to get away from this Funcito Tusk again. No, well, you know, everyone has a hiccup here and there, and now 9 trying to catch his breath. Pop the blood grenade on the sniper, but Adam walking away. And bottom.
Yeah, too. This is not gonna look good for Getrekt once the Zeus is level 6. Once he's level 6, these side lanes, they're gonna become even more of a bloodbath.
Yeah, and blood will continue to spill. 9 gonna get the Shikuchi away. I think he's managed to take out most of the sentries. And Funcito still looking. Does close the gap, gets the shards, will get stunned. Adam has arrived. The gap closed from Fashero. Bringing that hammer. Bait is delicious. And they've taken it hook, line, and sinker. Tusk, maybe the next to fall here. A couple punches, but swing of that big sledgehammer. Gonna bring him down. Fashero, 2-0 and 4.
Remember Funcito, just how good he was with his positioning in the previous game? Well, that's how bad the positioning of Adam is in this one. He just doesn't understand the range of the Celestial Hammer, it seems, and every single time he just gets caught off guard. So this is not something that just happened to the sniper 3 times in a row. The Dawnbreaker is just finding an opening. to get on top of you. And you know what? That level 6 of the Zeus, it's gonna start creeping in. He is level 5 at the moment.
Yeah, I mean the kill potential right now, 9-2, and opportunities continue to arise. But Dark Black will get away. Just how low these side lanes have always been. As you mentioned, this Zeus is just gonna have his pick of the litter when it comes to Thunder God's Wrath kills, I think.
He might be regretting his facet approach right now, because with the other one, who knows what he could have accomplished. But you never would have known that your lanes would go this well.
How did I know my team would play well?
Yep.
That's right. We had a terrible start last game. Look at us now. Two players charging down. Lucky steal here, but the Tusk has arrived, going on to Mr. Lens. Laguna Blade will cut down the bug infestation. Trying to find more Mr. Lens, not yet level 6. Gets contained with the shards, but bottom lane killing spree achieved for Dark Black. Trying to get Marcy out safely as Willow looks for the punch. We'll have to throw it onto the gyrocopter board in tow and falls.
He almost got baited there, and
Dispose into the rocket barrage is powerful enough to bring Dark Willow down. Only one cook in this kitchen.
Cook was like genius how well he played that, because he knew that there was a potential, there was a lane ward, maybe even knew about it exactly, and then he went to the left, hiding in the trees, not getting hit by the Shadow Realm attack. The second that the Marcy lives after that one is the second that the life of the Dark Willow becomes uncertain. They didn't manage to run him down.
Yeah, uncertain is a way to lightly put it, maybe charitably too. Poor guy. And Tusk going for a nice little pull. I've seen more carries isolated by these pulls in these qualifiers than anything else, or than any other qualifier I've watched. Perhaps that's just the nature of the region at the moment, but yeah.
It's a mistake everybody makes, so here in lower tier, it's going to be a little more pronounced.
Another mistake made as Zeus claims the kill here with the... Oh no, actually
Marcy gets
it. George once more. Mr. Lens on the patrol wants the Wisdom Rune too, you gotta imagine here. And Dark Willow gonna fall. Wisdom Rune spawning. Gonna go. Oh, Foncito actually snipes the Radiant Wisdom Rune. A great play, knowing he has to make something happen. Adam does go down though. Fischero gonna throw the Solar Guardian. Gets the Tusk kill. 9 claims both. And this is a rich bug.
But this is what you get for playing a safe lane sniper. There's a reason that this hero doesn't do well in a 2 versus 2 scenario.
Yeah, gap close is his doom here as H1 meets his. Goodbye, clowns. And a little tip. Send them on their way. Tusk with the TP in. It's a very long one, delayed by the TPs of his allies previous.
Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. That is how it probably feels for Rekt. It is still early to talk about the sniper in nighttime, and this is why mid lane sniper is better. 7 minutes in, nighttime, sniper is around the mid lane, he's protected by the extra vision, he cannot die. In a safe lane, not really, right? You're always going to be showing yourself, and from various angles, from various trees, people can just appear and kill you.
Steel appearing out of the trees denies the amplified damage rune. Cheeky play. And yeah, Harry Freak, we are seeing the power of the 2v2 work out greatly in favor of Iron Clan. I think maybe Adam would be greatly benefited by playing a couple matches of Dawnbreaker. You're familiar with that Celestial Hammer range.
Maybe they just overestimated their own damage, right? Tag team sniper.
Sure. But you're rarely going to be in range for that tag team buff on Sniper, and Adam trying to get out of range dodges the hammer nicely, but it won't be enough. It does fall up to the bug.
Oh, and that's without the Thunder God's Wrath. It's gonna be available when he's back up again. You really don't want to go into the jungle this early on.
No, especially. I mean, let's see what facet. Do you take Ghillie Suit? Yeah. So your Shrapnel gives you vision on the camp. You can farm it a little more reliably. But they want to keep farming dire heroes. 9 here, uses the Solar Guardian, pulling the Dawnbreaker in, dodges the stun, but Steel gonna try to get out. The return coming out from the Radiance, too powerful. The Assassinate does come in with the Snowball, will bring down the Dawnbreaker. Mr. Lens is in the area. Loose Cook trying to join his Tusk. getting some action. 9 doesn't have enough mana, but he doesn't need it. He's got the Zeus, the Thunderbolts are landing, cascading down, and one more to bring down the Willow.
Yeah, he just waited for the mana for the second spell. He had it for the Arc Lightning, but he knew that that was not going to be enough, so he just waited for the Lightning Bolt. And he got it. Things are just looking easy. This game at this point is going to feel super easy for them, because a Sniper lineup and a Beastmaster lineup with the first night, they should be opening up the map, getting the towers, and then farming from minute 10 to minute 15. Then you rinse and repeat. You didn't get a single tower. That's how it went. Your Sniper is having a really bad time. The gap close on the other side is amazing. It is a rough position to be in. That's why they're going for a smoke to try and change it.
Yeah, a change of pace would be in the fit of Dire here. As we see the snowball landing on Mr. Lenz. Not exactly. I spoke too soon. The caster curse is alive. And Marcy coming in gets roared up. H1 leading the charge as Steel picks up the kill onto Marcy. Tusk manages to survive it all.
Yeah, weird. Sometimes if you get pulled in that deep with the snowball, you lose your life. But lucky for him, there were only 2 heroes. Still, it is a big commitment coming out from Rekt to bring that many heroes into the mid lane. You only get a Marcy, but that hero doesn't really care if it's alive or dead.
I mean, she's already got a bunch of levels, like a level 7 Marcy. Pretty good start for her. Phase boots with the wind lace. I mean, she's going to maximize her effectiveness continually here. As a Walrus Punch coming out with the rewind. Time lapse on the Weaver. Beautiful spell. A nice shard block. Funcito trying to get to space. Gonna get some help from Lina, but it's not enough. Will fall to the monstrous Weaver. Mr. Lenz looking for more, but he will find the damage from the Willow, and it's immaculate, adding it. The jump out. Lenz gets out. They're chasing under the tier 2 tower.
The glyph is used.
Has arrived the glyph for the split shot, adding the damage and a little bit of coverage here for the Lina, but 9 still on the backline, brings him down. Mr. Lenz falls to the assassination attempt. Oh, God. Okay, Sniper rising. Getting some more money from these pickoffs, but I feel like Iron Clan are running this map.
You know, we talked about overextensions, unnecessary plays and stuff. I feel like Iron Clan are so far ahead that they can do whatever the hell they want. That was a unnecessary play that went really well for them because they're that far ahead, right? You don't have to dive there, but you can. And from what I've seen, these teams are always gonna decide to go for it, or at least more often than not. So, but this time around, you're gonna get away with it. That's just how it goes. That was a perfect LSA, a perfect fight for Rekt. Use the glyph. They're diving your tier 2. It's hitting everybody, and it still doesn't matter because the enemies are that much stronger than you.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're gonna have the tools to punish them for this unmarked aggression anytime soon. A 6K lead, just shy of 13 minutes. I mean, you're lucky you didn't lose both Wisdom Runes, or I think this game would have already been even worse. Like knocking on the door of tier 2s at least.
They still can't open up the map. They can't get a single tower, and 2 minutes until the next nighttime. But they did protect their mid lane tower. I think that's the big deal, right? Rekt, they have their mid lane tower. If that stays alive for the next nighttime, from there you could make a difference. But I think that's why you walked into the Roche pit, and then you just make a beeline towards the mid lane and make sure that the tower is no more.
Right. Bugs making this Roshan attempt a little faster here. All things considered, pretty slow, but you know, your highest level, just 10. Roshan's pretty beefy for this stage of the game. Yeah. Did you notice that Roshan has the spell to channel the Spirit of Frostabus to give a hat away?
Of course. I mean, giving hats away, giving away presents. It's even big beasts can do it.
Yeah, the Grinch had a heart, and Roshan does too, right? But Iron Clan looking to rip the heart out of Rekt here, as they are gonna claim the enemy Wisdom Rune, likely their own. And I think it was maybe DreamLeague season 23, so reaching back a little far here, but whenever teams got both Wisdom Rune at 7 minutes, they had like a 65% win rate, and I would love to see what that stat would be at 14 minutes.
not as important, but it is a lot of experience.
Radiant's middle tower is
Especially when
under
they're
attack.
at minute 14, both of the supports you get Rekt are only level 6.
Oh, tough. We have a fight here in the river. 9 not going to be able to interrupt the TP. Lens as well. Patrol is looking for one more. 9 and Cook. Gonna bring Lewis Cook back and Lens.
Middle tower is
Lightning
under
bolt adding
attack.
to the kill potential. Tier 1 territory. Gonna go down.
Looks too easy, right? We talked about it at a perfect moment just before nighttime strikes, so you're not going to be able to utilize the extra vision of the sniper to protect that tower any longer.
Yeah, losing all the objectives on the outermost layer. Get Rekt hard pressed to maintain their presence on the map. Is there an item that can give them a breath of life here, or are we just waiting for another mistake to come out from Iron Clan?
Well,
Might be this. Funcito making a little bit of room, but Steel has revealed himself and will TP out right away. Funcito.
Run, Tusk.
Run, Cito! Run, Cito! Walrus Punch buying some time here, but Zeus has that global reach. Brings Tusk down.
Imagine you're a Tusk, you're this big beefy guy and you're running away from a girl, right? It's a disgrace. You should take a beating like a man.
Stand your ground and let her beat you up. Come on, take a punch. Mr. Lens taking a bullet. See if it's
Fine.
Valentine is 9. Looks to get in there. Looking for H1. Sword Guardian coming down with the fear and the roar right off. Rip. Cook on the back line. Bringing down H1. Adam in the fray. Gets the Aegis, but will fall. Assassinate. Not even having time to get out. Mr. Lens back for more. Full fighting 5 available. Tier 2 tower maybe in their eyes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's way too easy. This Aghanim of the Lina, Steel has to make it work, right? There has to be solo pickoffs, nice ways to find heroes around the map to delay this game and somehow get back into it.
Knocking him up here.
Bait it again.
Yeah. The Jabate is strong with the Radiant here. Onto the high ground, unfaltering. 9 just toying with this food, but Lina gonna cull him with that blade. Looking for more. Adam joining the fray too. Want to hold the tier 2. Shrapnel giving that vision. The right clicks are mounting. A little bit of speed here, but Steel closes the gaps. Misses the stun due to the increase in speed. Now you're gonna have to deal with a gyrocopter on the high ground, so they back off.
That was very close. Mr. Lens very easily could have died there. Assassinate giving vision. And it was an inch away from the LSA connecting. LSA connects, they killed Zeus, and they already got so much gold from the Weaver. But it's all on the defensive. You need to start getting kills on the offensive. That is when the comeback starts. If you're just getting kills when enemies are dying and on a random support who's diving your tier 3, getting kills in the process, it's not enough.
No, certainly not. And we're seeing Weaver queue up a Falcon Blade. Do you think he's trying to transfer over to like another core here, or is this just a little bit of HP, a little bit of mana, going to keep you on the map? What's your read on that?
Maybe he feels that the solar, the Spirit Vessel mana isn't enough, right? That's the only thing that comes to mind. This is a late Falcon's Blade beat that he wants to transition into a core or not. So it has to be that he's having mana issues himself.
Harry, get Rekt, making a move here. Snowball into the roar, into the Laguna Blade, and assassinate. All adding up. Terrorize trying to buy time against this rainbow.
We need more
will hit
heroes.
the gyro. Sniper gets found by 2. Gets brought down. H1 TP's away. Funcito not having much fun at all. Trying to get away from this one.
Again, the positioning of the sniper not great. I mean, in that place where they were at, it wasn't easy to position well either, but this is where the ghillie suit has to come in handy, that you need to be in some very weird positionings in the jungle, waiting for opportunities to just do the damage, and with the enemies not being able to guess where you're at. But yeah, he just hasn't been playing too well on the sniper this game.
You can't win them all. Sometimes you might not be able to win 2 in a row, but that's okay.
What do you mean? How can't you win them all? You're playing to win.
Win at all costs. Sweep the leg. Yeah. Oh, but you know, Harry, they're making decent use of that dual axe timing. What's the next big item we're looking for? Maybe a blink on the tusk. What's Willow going for? Just
Yeah, for sure. Everything else, the other heroes now, it's all about positioning. There isn't like a huge item. The only game changer is blink on the tusk and maybe axe on the tusk, but that's 50 minutes into the game basically. It's almost never gonna happen. But yeah, that is a potential game changer, something that gives you a different way to approach the game.
Oh, and no, Foncito stays in the snowball for a little too long, so Willow takes a ton of damage there, and that sets up Mr. Lens to get that Thunder God's Wrath kill on Luis.
And they also had good vision, so they want to be finding a sniper.
Oh, H1 in it. Pajero answering with the Solar Guardian. Beastmaster dead. And the lead continues to mount for Iron Clan.
It's so cool being a Weaver when you have a Dawnbreaker, always having somebody to kill you when you're everywhere on the map. It's amazing, right? You don't even need to connect with a stun on the Solar Guardian. You just need that extra little bit of damage and the threat of canceling out a TP and you're golden.
Absolutely. Like Nyx almost, but just not having a stun. Oh my god, speaking of not having a stun, look at can we look at Foncito or Nine's buy queue, please? Ginzer?
He's not gonna do it.
Yeah, he's gonna do it.
He's
gonna do it. Are you calling him a coward?
I'm calling him a guy who is baiting us, right? Like, guys, we're winning this, so I'm just gonna make the viewers and the casters think that I'm gonna buy a Basher, but I'm really not.
I think he's gonna go through with it. But you know, Nine always an entertainer on this position for a Weaver. As Dark Black dismantles the mid-tier 2 tower. Only one remains, and I don't know if Get Rekt have the Moxie to hold it.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, right? Maybe if you could wait for another 3 minutes without it falling. They did shove out the top wave, so that's nice. The thing is, there's so many things to think about. Protecting that tower, protecting the next Roche, getting good vision on the map. They don't have anything out of those three, so at this point you just have to smoke to get a little bit out there.
Yeah, smoke would be a killer move here. I know that Beastmaster pretty close to a pipe. That death certainly didn't help him out. And do you remember what time we saw Gyrocopter in the last game? Or the cores pick up the Satanic in the last game?
Very late. Definitely not 20 minutes in.
Yeah, Dark Black on top of it in this match. 6-0 and 8.
Yep, sometimes you have to get the BKB, not in this one. I feel like he gets the Daedalus. He's thinking about a blink. I would think about an SNY if I was him. With the gyro, there's a lot of stuns on the other side, but I guess sure. Swift blink, get on top of the sniper, kill him in a second. Not impossible.
And I mean, you know your support Weaver is building an Ags anyway, right? He's just gonna hit you with time lapse. Can you imagine? He looks over, sees a full basher, and no, he coward. He buys the Falcon Blade.
See, told you.
Unforgivable.
Smoke is coming.
Smoke on the way.
Just hit him, and he didn't even reveal the smoke?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Just the AoE gives it the purchase, and there we go on top of the Weaver. They bring him down right away. Solar Guardian coming in the tusk for the Weaver. A decent trade starting off. Roar coming out onto Dark Black on the high ground. Bullets are flying. The axes are slashing. And Pajero gonna bring down 2. Now Cook the next to fall. But okay, it does give up the ghost to the shrapnel. Lucky Steel, the last surviving member of Get Rekt.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The chasers of the Radiant side of Iron Clan are their supports. Oh, the turnaround from the Lina.
Turning around.
Big damage.
Yeah. Fireballs falling from the high ground, but no physical damage there. And now, Foncito gets a nice pair of shards here. Dawnbreaker goes down for essentially free. No cost to the Dire. And Mr. Len's going to have to boogie out of the jungle here.
It's still not enough, right? They're diving you and then they're leaving scraps. You need to get those kills on the aggressive. Zeus is a bit of a tough one.
This blink dagger on Funcito proving valuable. Lens.
No wall.
Oh, the save! And oh, okay, he's fearing the Thunder God's wrath here. What's the cooldown on this Zeus ult?
It's fine. He'll get to his base.
Oh no, he doesn't get to his base, Harry. He dies like a dog in the street on the way home.
Adam, they also saw him because of that Thunder God's wrath. He's gone as well.
Positioning a continual thorn in the side of Adam on the sniper. Gonna get free obs as well. And Blink Swordcrest Marcy is a difficult obstacle to navigate here.
Yeah, he's just jumping the sniper and getting him down. So that's all of the other towers out of the way. The Daedalus is being delivered to the Gyro. They're gonna go Roche, and very possible to go high ground, right? Even versus a sniper who just finished off his Mjolnir, he really doesn't have anything else to threaten you with. He's just way too underfarmed for this part of the game.
Yeah. Building up small crit with Crystallis. Was not blessed by the tier 2 gods, so no Grove Bow. Or sniper. Are you hoping for an enchanted quiver here in 60 seconds?
Yep. He is hoping for it. Will he get it? Well, that's a completely different question, though.
Yeah, his luck this game hasn't been so great. Maybe a reversal is in store. Iron Clan keeping this top wave shoved in. Might give Get Rekt an opportunity to get their second tower of the game.
No, they're not giving them anything. Look at how afraid they are. When Iron Clan are not showing on the map, you just don't have the guts to go forward. But, 26 minutes into the game for a tier 1, you are getting it with a siege creep wave. And that is not something to be proud of, but it's the only thing that you can do.
Sometimes you just gotta swallow your pride and try to move forward the best way you know how. But Lucky Steel gonna find Mr. Lens here. A bunch of first damage coming out. God.
That was such a fast response from Lens. If he hadn't used the heavenly jump there just before the stun connects, goodbye, you're dead. Lucky for him, he got it out just in time.
Absolutely. Just in time, we see Cook going in as we join the mid lane. Adam getting low. Sword Guardian coming in.
Too deep.
Snowball saved. Too deep could be a possibility, but the delayed stun does come down, crashing back to earth. Sniper dead. Who's next? H1 step up to bat. Fischero now backing off. Right clicks from Steel, weak but mounting. Barrier protecting your creeps, and the tier 3 tower dies. Homing missile gets popped. No stun on the Lena. Briar Patch is down. Legs are getting cut up here, but you are bringing down the structures at an alarming rate. Crown of Thorns coming out on Dark Black's head. Temporarily stunned. Funcito trying to vie for a position. Doesn't want to eat a stun though. Oh, the banner's bait.
Again.
Banner's bait. He's rooted. Is he zooted? He might just get tooted, but the punch coming in, interrupting the offensive. 3 dead for the Dire. Dark Black pops the Satanic for the Dispel. Looking for the Willow. Wants to bring him down. GG and a disconnect immediately. Iron Clan go 1-1 here in game 2. 28 minutes
Did they get annoyed? I'm not sure, but to be honest, we talked about the mistakes that were made. I think that both of the games so far were won in the drafting phase. So
yeah, Entropia. We could be in for another surprise in the next round, but no Armistead. Friendship, there is no friendship here as we get into game 3 between Iron Clan and Get Rekt. Winner advances, loser goes home. And for the folks at home, you've got Harry Freak on the mic with myself, Malibu Jesus.
Yeah, mi amor, yeah.
You have a favorite voice line, Harry Freak?
No, because I still don't have one in the game. But
that's a good answer. Damn. Okay.
So yeah, Valve, hire me for TI because I'm gonna make such a good voice line. We're gonna make a lot of money together, right? You know, you have to attract them somehow. If you can't do it on merit, man, just do whatever.
Your head forgets what you say from Fischero, not me. But yeah, I think that's a good marketing angle.
Exactly.
We can help you fatten your pockets. What more would you want? I know that both these teams won a dub here. Punch a little deeper into this closed qualifier. Only one team from North America gets a ticket to DreamLeague Season 25. I'm not saying that these guys are favorites by any means, but a lower bracket run would be legendary here.
Let's see if they can pull it off. A lot of it comes down to this mid lane, though. That is where things need to go well. Pucks have been known recently to do well versus Tinies, even though through eons this has been like a Tiny dominated matchup, like quite a lot. But it's not that way anymore. As I mentioned, from level 3 the puck can do well, but before then the Tiny needs to get a huge advantage.
All right, we'll see if Mr. Lens can build that advantage. So we get started here. Surprisingly, the calmest start that we've had all series, and it is Night Stalker did take Night Rain, so we're starting off here in darkness.
Top, they want to start with 3.
Top, there's the action. Big flame break into the cog hockey 9, bouncing around like a puck. Lewis Cook gets first blood.
Yeah, I see you with your cold winter hat. I knew that you were a hockey lover.
We embrace all athletics here, especially, I mean, I always wanted to play hockey as a kid, never had the chance, so now every time I play Dota, I just pick a Clockwork, and I feel right at home.
We think we had a skating rink with our elementary school, like, and in my country that's very weird. I feel like we were the only elementary school that had it. That was fun, but never got into it.
You know, a little fun fact: my wife at their elementary school, it was very cold, like in the northern U.S. They also had a pond where they made a rink in Fischero on skates here, looking for a safety, but will not find it. Falls on the ice.
Yep. They're not going to be getting any return. Interesting.
They're back in.
9?
9, you're not on the Weaver this time, buddy. Deadshot buys you some time. The branch
plants a tree,
the vision, but then you go into vision. Come on.
He went the wrong direction. He needed to move so the DPA doesn't see him, but he made a mistake.
Yeah, mistakes are mounting. As we get 2 minutes into game 3 here, Fischero already under.
They're just eating
the branch. Your region, you might get the bat you do, but Adam getting revenge for game 2. He's back for blood. 3-0-1 on the start. Taking a look at mid lane, Mr. Linz George. You know, 2 first names, Linz and George. 3-3. Pretty well.
Even with the Night Rain, man, H1 is getting destroyed.
Yeah, 6-2 to the 20-2 of Dark Black. I mean, I think you're getting some love from the creep camp being adjacent to the wave, but almost a perfect CS here from the Gyro.
Imagine you're a Night Stalker, your laning stage is already crappy, and then they send the Clockwork with you. Like, why are you not in the safe lane? Like, why are you ruining my lane? Get the hell out.
Right. It's like having to share a gaming console with your little bro or something, you know? You just want to play single player, but you're forced to play doubles. It's just,
I'm the younger brother in my house.
No. I'm so sorry.
You know, like, screw you, older brothers. It's my console.
Like, damn, Malibu, I didn't know you had that dirt on me. That's crazy. All right, bottom lane, we're back for more. Flat cannon, flying, and H1 getting wrecked now. Back at the top, wanted to talk a little bit about tech. Remind me, double bracer later. 9, higher level than his Beastmaster. Just going to be more experience for the other team as he falls. Lewis Cook. He's got 3
What
stacks.
the hell is
60.
happening
You
in this
gotta
lane?
use this wand, right? Baiting them under the tower here, but the creeps are tanking it for you. Adam.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh boy, they
Adam
really have to stop, you know, feeding in the top lane, because mid lane is going well, bottom lane is going perfect, top lane, you died 6 times. I think they're the only ones who died.
Yeah, right now H1 is saying, guys, I'm having a bad lane. I'm having a bad lane. They're like, do not worry. Whatever times you were suffering through, Fashero is hurt even more. Well, you know, maybe I spoke too soon. The Night Stalker going down. That is the first death on the Night Stalker, though.
Yeah, but he has 11 CS. Sure, he just allowed this gyro to get huge. Top lane, they're getting kills, but you're really not farming all that well, right? So it is gonna show in net worth as time progresses.
Yeah, an Ogre even dying under his own tower. Looks like what was that? Okay, no, he went to suicide under the tower and get a bit of a reset. Not bad. Steal in the mid lane. Who's gonna be the first to 6 here, Harry?
Should be the tiny, right? He should have more denies.
Yeah, he's up a couple. Up 2 denies on the puck right now.
He should have more. Not again. Not again.
No, it's again. It's over and over and over. Finally, we see the Ogre come atop. Cook clubbing, but 9 nowhere to be found. Stacking for the Beastmaster, unable to contribute to the aggression there.
Oh boy, man. They really have to stop. You know, at some point you would say to yourself, enough is enough. We're really not going to be giving away our lives any longer, but seems to not have a choice. How are things looking in the stack department? Only 1 on the triangle, none in the statue area. So not a lot of things to fall back on. And he doesn't even have a single point in the wild axis, does he?
No. No, he's going the attack speed for more roots with the Hawk. And just better push and clicks, but not going to have it. All right, Mr. Lens and Steel, both level 6 here in the mid lane. Funcito spacing for the bottom rune, 9 on the top. Who is it going to go to? The dead shot does not hit the puck. Doesn't go to the orb. It's going to be haste bottom. I wonder if we're going to see any connection here with the coil.
Well, bottom lane, he wouldn't have damage. The Night Stalker needs level 6, so for now, I think he just holds on to it and hopes for a reactionary play.
Sure. Mr. George, north in the river. Gonna go back to the mid lane, and Fashero getting in maybe some breathing room here in the form of this pool. Very large stack on the hard camp here, but a smoke move from the Dire could be disastrous for Fashero once again.
Leave the guy alone. One thing that I always see is if a Beastmaster has a really bad game and he loses his tower early, that he almost never wins. So it would be nice if he can defend this.
Might not lose the tower just yet, but you're probably gonna lose this Wisdom Rune. Cook even TP's in. They're gonna bring the Tiny to Deadshot, push them further, but protected. Funcito and H1 get the Wisdom Rune. Both go to get Rekt here. Now Funcito perhaps going to die for the mission. But Agent, you served your purpose.
Yep.
Able to Phantom Strike out, too.
And Adam staying there for a little bit longer so that... Adam? So that they cannot change the chase the Batrider.
Oh, they're bringing everybody.
You're staying too long.
It's a party in the top lane. Buyback on the clockwork.
What? Why? He was just coming back to life.
That's got to be a misclick, right?
Wait. He went to the mid lane to collect experience. Yeah, I don't know what it is, because with this idea to go towards the mid lane for experience is nice, but there were no creeps really.
Yeah, but we got creeps in the jungle here in the top lane, and a big old battle falling out to Batrider brought down. Dead for 20, and this is going to be Funcito dieback coming right up.
Don't be so negative. He's fine.
Okay, yeah, fine, but now your puck not so much.
Puck isn't.
Finally gets out of the ghosties, and the dagger's coming in with the jump from Adam. Mr. Lens trying to get away, and H1, your suffering is over. Get involved, get on board. The tips. It's mental warfare here in Game 3, folks. No
They
one
screwed up. The puck should have died. If they tossed him back into the calling, they would have been able to kill him. Unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Placing his calling card here for Fashero once
Bam.
again. Yeah, you don't get the puck, then you lose your mid and your off laner again. I think maybe they were laughing at the buyback too much to focus. What do you think?
I think I've never seen these many hats 7 minutes into the 9 minutes into the game. Like, what the hell is happening?
Dire's middle tower is under
Let's
attack.
get a look at Adam's hats, please. Yeah, they're stacking above the HP bar. That is wild.
I wish I had that many hats.
I think PA's hat should be little skulls to reflect the crits and the coup de grace.
Makes sense, makes sense. Maybe the next one. You know, when I made my budget Cartman cosplay for one of the Dota casts, I had 2 hats on because I couldn't find a hat that had 2 colors. You know how they have in South Park, so I had to use 2 and cut it out a little bit. It was a really cool project.
Harry freaking master of fashion, ingenuity, and voice lines.
Exactly.
Get at him, folks. Iron Clan. Iron Clan gonna take a nice little stack here. They have self-made.
Dire are scanning.
Fashero trying to get to level 6, but when you're sharing the experience
Radiant
3
are
ways,
scanning.
not easy.
Radiant's middle
Consumption
tower is
room.
under attack.
He did save his tower. That's the big thing, right? The top tier one didn't really take all that much damage. So all of those kills might not really matter all that much. Of course, they're going to matter, I guess, because the PA is going to get an early Battle Fury. But at least in terms of how much map control Get Rekt are going to be getting or taking away.
And Adam nearing completion of the Battle Fury here.
Very
Pretty
early.
quick, considering that he's 7-2.
He has a wand and threads, right? This is not a...
Yeah.
I'm
No, it's
rushing.
Radiant are scanning.
And they are rushing towards the Ogre here. Gonna use the lasso, bringing him into the cogs. Silence soon to envelop the Ogre. And the call down coming with the response from the Radiant. 2 Dire heroes already low. Onto the Night Stalker, but he's juking through the trees masterfully. However, the arrival of Mr. Lenz, a throw and a whiff. But second throw will land. Blades of wearing.
Radiant's bottom
Gyrocopter
tower
goes in.
is under attack. Dire's courier
Top, the
Nice
action
killed.
continues. This would be a huge boon to the Radiant if you can bring down Adam.
Radiant's middle
Help is
tower
coming.
is under
Breeze
attack.
help has arrived. Funcito giving him a little Phantom Strike target. And the wand is used up and will farm safely under his tier
Radiant's
1 tower.
bottom tower is under
The
attack.
puck was probably hoping that they're going to dive a little bit longer. I think we haven't seen a single coil in this game. This is
You're right.
like the longest that I've seen. Usually the Bucks attempt something. Steel just hasn't been finding any opportunities, or he hasn't been given any, maybe.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Harry, earlier, they kind of lack that burst
Dire's
damage to
middle
kill
tower
inside
is
of the
under
coil.
attack.
So
Radiant's
rather than
bottom
force an
tower
attempt,
is under attack.
Puck just kind of played it patiently. Which, I mean, we've seen how many errors have been made in this series across the board. So to err on the side of caution may be the better move. And Funcito, caution, not part of his name. Hit with the fear, pushed back into the river. And that clock cannot swim.
Yeah, why should I be cautious? These guys can't kill, and then
Radiant's
you know.
bottom tower is under attack.
He's a $3 million man. He gets brought down. And Invis Rune on Tiny,
Radiant's
looking
middle
for the
tower
Phantom
is under
Assassin.
attack.
Got out. Nicely done. Just in time. If you trade these towers, you're gonna be the happiest in the world, right? Your
Dire's top tower is under
nope.
attack.
Beastmaster got destroyed in the lane, and he's still taking down the towers. So all of those kills on him, it seems that they matter. Well,
Dire's
not
top
so
tower
much.
has fallen.
Yeah, recovering. Still middle of the pack, the Beastmaster, but a little more space afforded to him now on the map. As we see an Avalanche come out onto Steel, he will get the orb low ground, and last second available. Good
Just
escape.
in time.
Yeah, and a little bottle refill too. No way he goes back in with this next orb. You don't expect it. Steel looking for a kill. Gets the
There's
first
the
coil
coil.
of the game into the hook shot. Not pulling him back and breaking it. Funcito perhaps a misplay here, but H1 in the skies. The lasso will get the tiny kill. Now Dark Black hitting the tower. Blast this creep wave with the flat cannon. Get some right clicks onto the enemy heroes too.
finally got him, right? It has been a wild ride trying to use that coil, and he gets it finally onto the Tiny, and they get the kill. That is a big deal. This is a tough hero to bring down, but also the main thing is Tiny was picked to counter the puck. The puck is 1,000 gold ahead. This is, even though only 2k, it is actually a pretty huge lead for Get Rekt.
Yeah, absolutely. Tiny saving up for his blink, and that death certainly delays it.
Dire are scanning.
The PA already has a mithril hammer going towards the BKB. Things are looking really scary for Ironclad. Not gonna lie, they look pretty lost on the map. So at the moment, just waiting for the Gyro to get strong. He's not gonna get that strong that fast.
Do you think the PA wants to fight into Gyro before Gyro gets their next item? Like, are we gonna see BKB go, or do we need a third item on this Phantom Assassin?
You don't necessarily have to go, but BKB level 12 is a pretty decent timing for a PA.
Understood. We do have a Blink Dagger purchased on Night Stalker, flying out now. And Harry, this double bracer meta, since the bracer got nerfed, is it still worthwhile to explore?
Well, gonna have to hold that thought.
Yeah, a little exploration coming out here in the graveyard as Muerta. Gonna use Pierce the Veil. That's a long cooldown. But the vision does get pinged out right away, so expect Radiant to counter that.
So back to your bracer question, yeah, it's still quite solid, but it does come down to the feeling of the offlaner, let's say, in this situation, right? Does he think and what he thinks he can get away with?
We're gonna see how they all feel and think here in the mid lane. Toss onto the Gyro, doesn't quite land on the high ground though. Get Rekt, have a chance for a soft reset, but the flat cannon flying. Damage is persistent. Funcito will get stunned and brought to his knees with the dead shot. H1 has arrived, looking for some return action. Buyback on the clockwork. This time, it's for real. Puck is in on the Tiny. Counterpart bringing him down.
Coil's still ready.
What? H1 weaving in and out of the fight now with the Coil. Beastmaster to fall on the hook shot to fall.
More.
Didn't expect that. 9. It's so low, and 600 damage from Rekt, slicing it in half.
Oh boy, he's godlike, and they're gonna get the tower, and he's gonna get more.
Oh, they want it. And they're gonna get it. Yeah. This Blink Dagger, as long as Dark Ascension is around and available, you have to be on your toes, because they are gonna continue to bob in and out of these fights.
I was kind of hesitant about Steel being very conservative with usage of his coil, but that last fight, him waiting for that last moment where the Night Stalker goes in, gives him vision, gives him an idea on how to catch multiple people, and then he goes for it. If you use it earlier, you still get some kills, but you do not get this much. You do not get this perfect chase. You get Rekt very nice approach there to spell usage in general in that fight, and also communication, because that kind of execution does require a really good one.
Now we're seeing a smoke play come out from Ironclad as a reaction to that recent success. Is this an appropriate time to punch back? Do you think they're ready?
They have to. There's no Dark Ascension, right? So it's now or never during daytime. That is when you're stronger.
Yeah.
They did get the scan connection.
Are scanning.
No, they're scanning the pit here. Oh, that's the Radiant scanning now.
Yep.
So one scan used per side here. Mr. Lens on top of the clockwork. A good start, but ultimately you want more. One goes down, you found H1. He's got a silence off with the roar coming out. Damage just arriving as needed. 2 dead for the Dire.
Oh, you need more of that though. This is not gonna cut it. The PA is level 14, has a BKB, is working towards the Deso. Once that Deso is done, Adam is just gonna kill everybody in 6 hits. That's how many. Oh, he didn't go for it. He went for the veiled one. Okay.
All right. What would be the decision making behind taking this facet? Or you just know you're gonna be in melee range against the Tiny, the Beastmaster?
You are aware that your luck is better.
Radiant's top
And,
tower is under attack.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Just
We made it to game 3. I'm feeling lucky.
yeah, the thing about the
Radiant's
thing
top
about the
tower is under
PA
attack.
facets, I've heard PA players be like, yeah, Veiled One is the only one that you can go for, and then you have other people who are like, no, Veiled One sucks. You shouldn't go for that one. The other one is great. So, I am a bigger fan of the other one, just because with Methodical, you know how many hits you need to kill somebody, right? And then you can calculate when you can go in, when you can use the BKB, and so on. Veiled One is a bit of a different story.
Understood. So not much of a gambling man. Harry Freak, you heard it here first, folks. Plan ahead. And oh my god, speaking of planning ahead, look at all the hats on Adam. Still jiggling above his health bar. You know, he knew he would have a cold head, so he'd have to keep those ears
Radiant's
warm.
bottom tower
Did you
is
read the
under attack.
comic in Dota?
Yeah, it was. We did I did a reading on stream, and I didn't know how dark it was gonna get. I should have expected it, being from Valve, but it was the live reaction was hilarious as we kept turning pages and turning a page on the top lane. H1 does survive. Okay.
Yeah, we know how the guy with the most hats ends up. So
Yeah.
hey, man.
A cautionary tale. The holiday story from Valve. This
Yeah, imagine you're a Valve employee, you're sitting there and you're like, I'm gonna make a nice Christmas story, and then suddenly it turns into Happy Tree Friends or something. It's-
Game's like, this is nice, but what if
Dire are scared.
everybody took revenge, an entire town? Alright, Radiant taking revenge on this Tormentor. Gonna bring it down.
Not dying too fast.
Yeah, a 9!
Dire's middle tower
Not even
is under
close.
attack.
Not even close. Drop a sweat on him. Okay, this will afford Dire the chance to get an uncontested Roshan.
Radiant are scared.
Roshan versus Tormentor, I think we know which one is more valuable. You're gonna put this on Adam.
Into the dire.
Yeah, BKB Desolator online with the Orb of Destruction. What's that? Like 9 minus armor total?
Yep. It's not like she already hits like a truck,
Radiant's
so
top tower is under attack.
you're in trouble,
Radiant's top
right?
tower
Every
is
single
full.
hero on the other side is gonna be in
Dire's
a
bottom
lot of
tower
trouble
is
if the
under
PA
attack.
gets a chance to get on top of him. So the only hero that you shouldn't go
Radiant's
for
top
is
tower
the
is
Muerta.
under attack.
Everybody else is it's hunting season. Just punches way too hard, or slices way too hard.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mr. Lens
Dire's
might
bottom
get
tower
gut
is
punched
under
here.
attack.
Adam with the Phantom Strike forward and then interrupts coming out. Mr. Lens gets an avalanche off, but it's not going to be enough to get him to safety. Dire heroes arrive and bring him down.
Yep. The gold lead is only 2k, but most of the money is in the PA, which is great. The Night Stalker in this game doesn't really need all that much gold. Things are working out well for Get Rekt, so if they continue going for this, like pick off, reset, this is what their lineup does. Get to the late game with relatively equal net worth, or I mean you're ahead even more, and you're not gonna be having issues winning this one.
No, certainly not. Amplified Damage Rune picked up on Puck. Looking to continue the spree of
Radiant's bottom
dominance.
tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
Fortification used. You get a free one after this tier 2 goes down.
Yep. The tiny really didn't work out, and I've seen so many tinies lately be a bait. It was even more so earlier, but then people started playing it a bit better. But this is what can happen. You can go even in the mid lane versus a Puck, and then things can really start hurting. Like right now.
Oh, and the hurt blocker. Ogre's put into it.
Honor your death.
Dead for 30. He just wanted to use his Midas.
Radiant's bottom
Up.
tower is
Nice.
under
No more,
attack.
no more
Dire's
glyph.
top
The creeps are
tower is under
coming.
attack.
This tier 3 is gonna be in trouble. There's Aegis for another 240, so you don't really have to go back. You don't want to, but they're gonna take it slow. And if you want to win a game faster, sometimes you should take it slow, because unnecessary mistakes can prolong games, possibly will lose them.
Absolutely. Sagastic advice. Too often you see folks, especially in pubs, just think, oh yeah, we got Aegis, we can go high ground. No, not always.
Again.
Yeah. Now all 5 of you are dead, and one of you died twice, so have fun reflecting on that. Basher.
He's got it. For somebody who's been in the game long right now, I think it's very easy at the moment to predict when and how you are gonna be breaking the high ground. A lot of players, even in like higher tier teams, they tend to not do it, not follow through with the plan. But if with the current state of the game, it's very easy with the different types of drafts to understand when you can brute force it and when you just have to go for pickoffs, wait, whatever the case.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like get Rekt in a position to brute force it, or do we still need these tier 2 towers dismantled?
No, get Rekt in this game, like, we pick off and then we poke, we pick off and we poke. That is the way that this lineup is played. They're gonna have vision, they're gonna have PA to murder people super fast, so that's probably the way to go.
Saw Mr. Lin's on the high ground there, pop of that soul ring. And for a brief moment, I thought hell was gonna break out. Pulled off of that one.
Oh, the PA's too farmed. We just haven't seen the gyro in this game. Does he even exist? Okay, I finally saw him on my screen. So I don't know where the hell is he. He even went for a Dragon Lance, so showing that there is a potential for him to fight early on, but it's just impossible. At this point, Adam just jumps him and goodbye gyro.
Oh yeah, I mean once the PA gets on top of you, hell, I would even be afraid of the Night Stalker on top of me at this point, because I know if he's there, the rest of the team is shortly gonna follow. But
garlic steak and holy water, and then you're fine. That's how it goes.
I've never cooked a garlic steak before. That's a little joke. Sorry, I'm not very funny. Little dad humor coming out for you.
Awesome.
You're like, garlic steak? What the hell is Malibu on right now? Oh, the Funcito. Got the Force Staff. What are our big support items? Not a lot's gonna help you survive this PA on the Radiant
Ghost
side.
You're getting turned into a ghost either way, so you might as well just choose which way. Yeah. Exactly. The of course the Muerta already has hers, and Ogre Magi for now he feels like he needs to buff the gyro, but I'm gonna assume that after the Solar Crest the Ghost Scepter will be on the menu.
Midas online for the Ogre has been, as the Muerta comes offline. They invest the coil for this. 70-second cooldown, but a full Parasma finished on the puck. Starting to get quite big here. No defensive items picked up, and I don't think, other than that Force Staff and the Glimmer. Okay, you've got a Glimmer on your bat, so you do have some defensive capabilities cross-team. But puck being, I don't know.
They are controlling the majority of the map, so you can get away with using your ulti just to get a pick off. This is what you do right now as a get Rekt. You pick off, and then pick off some more. And at some point, your enemies are going to be forced to get out of the base in a situation where they're super far behind, and they will lose the fight with that, the game as well. So you just need to be patient. If you get ahead of yourself and think you're going to be sieging with the PA, then you've got another thing coming, which is death, and you're not going to like it.
Yeah, I would like to see get Rekt here hold on to the lead that they've so cautiously built up. But as you mentioned, Mr. Lenz kind of pushing pretty far out. Does he? I think he sees a lot of heroes showing on the wave. Yeah.
They can't leave their base. Hopefully the Tiny can survive, because his game is already looking catastrophic. He has a BKB TP out if need be.
He doesn't go for this. Certainly not, right? He's gonna steal the Wisdom Rune though. Oh, but he is revealed on the ward. His TP's canceled. Mr. Lenz, you've screwed the pooch, my friend. And a No.
Yeah, mi amor, yeah.
Imagine how he kills both of them. Just BKB, bam, bam, bam in the face and just walks away. Very funny, but doesn't have spells at the moment.
That would be poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, to say the least. But don't know if it's going to work out like that for him.
Yep. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, as soon as the Ogre Magi is back, we're going to be seeing what this Tiny will do. I was thinking, like, why is there a Solar Guardian there, but it's the Crippling Fear with the Immortal? This look weird.
That's the Gucci Solar Guardian coming out. Now, I know you don't have any favorite voice lines because yours is not yet in the game, but any favorite cosmetics?
Ooh, wait, I definitely have. I just need to think about it.
All right, well, we got time. I've got good news.
Is that good news? I want less time so
I have news.
More time for Dota.
Sorry, I have news.
Okay, makes sense. I really like the clockwork with the carrot one. I mean, he has a part to the costume, but is he sporting the cogs as well? Either way, I really like that one. I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, a lot of fun new cosmetics popping up. That clockwork, one of them. Clockwork's had a series of good introductions, though. The little Frankenstein guy with the brains inside the tubes.
It's just so easy to make it, right? Because it's a little guy in a suit. So you know that Clockwork is in a suit, that he's not really a robot.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Okay. A lot of people don't know that as a fact, but he is keen folk like the sniper. I used to be a dwarf. Dwarven sniper, not any longer.
Right. And Mr. Lin's no longer either. Off the map for 50, does have buyback. But I think we'll probably see another pickoff or two for Shero. Maybe the next move. Luis Cook spotted out here, and the roar coming out onto the Batrider. The damage surmounting. Return kill for the Radiant.
It's still not a core, but it's something. The PA, however, has a Satanic, still has the 9-second BKB, hasn't used it. One good thing is Tiny didn't use his BKB, so he accepted his destiny and just died. A lot of people would use his BKB there, die anyways, and then be very mad that their 9-second BKB is down the drain. So one thing that is for certain is that despite all of this, the Tiny is still focused, and they're going to be needing their mid laner focused if they're to come back into this game completely.
Yeah. Cannot afford a lapse of judgment from your most critical core, your person who's supposed to win your mid matchup. But we will look past that. Phantom Assassin, 4 charges on the Desolator, picked up the Nemesis Curse too. So these crits already big, going to be even larger. And Roshan, long respawn.
If Adam gets a chance to hit somebody, he gets a crit, or God forbid, 2 in a row, a hero is just gonna die. That's how it goes. The PA is so insanely farmed. I mean, the number is said, but when you look at the items, it's even more absurd. Like what he has compared to the Gyro, who is the only enemy who is somewhat close to him, but it's not even close, right? And look at then everybody else. This PA just took all the money in the world. Exactly.
You have to roar the PA. Like, if you roar anybody else, I don't really know if you have a chance in the fight. But even if you roar the PA, like, Night Stalker is just going to blink on top of you. You don't have a BKB to cancel the silence either. So it's delicate balance to maintain on how to take this next fight. But I think that's going to be the focal point for the Radiant.
Yeah, call GG now or in 5 minutes, I guess. It's a hard situation to be in, really. Yeah. The PA is too strong, and if openings are given, it's gonna be funny how fast people are going to die.
I could use a good laugh as Dire take the Radiant Tormentor.
What do you mean? I've been cracking up amazing jokes for the entirety of the evening, so you've been laughing your ass off.
I'm always chasing that next one. I'm a chucklehead. Can't get enough of the stuff. But can't get enough of the Aegis here on the side of the Dire. Gonna hold down this pit. Keep Funcito in the suit and in the pit as well.
There it goes.
This is the
Roche
second
then?
Roche, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
I don't even think you need the banner, honestly. You'll certainly take it.
helps.
Dire's middle tower
If you look at the other
is
side, they're very bad at killing the banner. Other than the Muerta, everybody sucks, right? Because they're 3 melee heroes with a Gyro who's a pseudo melee and has range like a Monkey King. So things are not gonna be easy to deal with.
Radiant in no position to meddle in the Roshan taking here. And we're seeing PA crit against Roche for 1700 damage. How many heroes do we have under or around 1700 health in the game? Just the Muerta, right? Yeah, everyone else can take 2 crits to kill.
Awesome. That is very reassuring.
It's better than 1. That's all I have to say. Basher on the Night Stalker. Another interrupt. Some lockdown. You know, I'm sad we didn't see the Weaver Basher.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm kind of okay with it because
I
it
want my
would
Weaver
have done nothing, right? Other than taking a picture, nope. Like, guess a hero, DreamLeague season 25 edition.
Exactly. All right, lanes starting to encroach here on the Radiant side of the map. Gonna be Abyssal next on the PA. Pretty far away from it though.
I mean, every single time that I look at him, it's just a new item.
Yeah, oh, it did pick up the shard.
Bash.
Oh. All right, Night Stalker on the Tiny here in the bottom lane. Mr. Lens found by the puck. Just kind of riding himself off. We'll go back for more. Hits the BKB now. But I don't know if you're just trying to buy time, buy an opportunity. He buys out though. Purchases.
It didn't work out though.
No.
Yeah.
No, it did not. And now you got a PA slicing down your door. Atos holding her in place. Fortification used the dispel from the Satanic. Okay, blinking out.
They're coming for this tower.
Luis Cook giving some vision here, and now PA on the high ground slices down Muerta. Gotta pierce the veil a little faster than that, buddy. Buyback on Muerta as the tier 3 falls. Fear did the high ground. Dire getting their bearings and going for more.
You don't have to go back. You still have Diegas. You might even decide just Night Stalker should get onto the high ground so that he gives vision to the PA, and if he finds an opening, just murder somebody.
Absolutely. They're gonna wait for the calling to fall. Now I think it's full green light go for
10-second Tiny. You need to be faster. That is a dangerous guy to fight against. And who am I kidding? A 9-second BKB PA with 26,000 net worth? No, I don't really think that there's a lot of dangerous things going on for him here.
Certainly not, but toss back to Fountain. Always the long ball and the hope and the prayer. Here we go, Mr. Lens throwing the PA into your team. Will it help? Reflected roar coming back onto the Beastmaster now. Got the PA back to safety here. She's slicing into the Radiant. 5 still alive. You've lost your clockwork.
No BKB, no Satanic.
5. No BKB, no Satanic. And that's going to be not a dead PA. She Phantom Strikes to the low ground, trying to get out. Pashero charging forward, pounding the drums.
No vision.
H1 not able to get back in. Vision not available. Adam gets the TP out. Dark Black finds Steel. Toss forward, but Pashero not able to get in range just yet. Homing missile. Going to the puck, but you've got the that shot landing. And no, disjoints it and gets a little bit of health back from feeling puckish. 9 has vision on the high ground. That ward gonna fall soon. The Avalanche going to the high ground with the Ogre in tow. Puck brought down. Gets bashed up from the dagger.
It's his own fault. He was just doing the cockiest stuff in the world. That's why he died. Like, he could have gotten away from that one, but multiple times he's just going back in, and then in the end he goes down. That is just not what you should have done. They probably feel like on Rekt that this game is well within their grasp, but those were some mistakes that happened there, and those mistakes can cost you. Starting off with the PA, getting tossed back, and then just popping the BKB. Like, why? Usually, you would just wait for your second life, then you pop the BKB. Also, the dead shot barely missed the PA cancel
On the high
and
ground,
not
right?
and not canceling her TP. Imagine if they get him. Game turns around.
Nine, not like this, buddy. Getting dragged by the Batrider. Mr. Lens on the backline.
No vision.
But no vision to get the Glimmer out. And now H1
I see them all.
will get roared. It's reflected. The cleave from Adam adding up onto the cores of the Radiance. Enough to bring down the Beastmaster soon to be the Gyro. Muerta also falls on the sideline. 1v1, Adam v Gyro. Comes out in turn of Adam. Now looking for more. The twin-headed boy will fall. A triple kill for the Phantom Assassin. One left. Who's gonna bring him down? H1 giving vision, coming down out of the sky. And Adam wants to end this, rushing to the mid lane. Buyback on Ogre. Tiny TP's back as well. Level 25 PA, gonna be 3 daggers coming out at you.
Yep.
All right, Blur back to the high ground here.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
No gyro, no chance. Yeah, that's how it goes. He's the only one who can somewhat stand his ground, and even that wasn't enough. Even with the MKB, he was just such an easy target.
Yeah, these Lotus Orbs from the Clockwork have been massive. I think they reflected every roar that we've seen in the past, like 5 minutes.
Yep, it's because they send the PA forward, and then they just you just need to use the Lotus Orb on her. And they kind of have to roar him, even through the BKB and the Lotus. It's a necessity, or everybody just dies.
Right. Better one person. Better you stun yourself. Then your entire team gets wiped, and they're going for another team wipe here, bringing the Beastmaster back as Cook gets to the sidelines. Beast dead for 50 as Mega Creeps sound their arrival. Always Cook on the high ground, looking for more, pulling the Tiny back into a hook shot, and Adam with the follow-up, flips the PKP, and the Lotus will reflect any incoming spells. Tiny dead for 70. They're looking for more. Adam unchained, but doesn't have the BKB now, has a dispel in
As
the
a satanic.
Will get the Phantom Strike away. Recollecting themselves. We go again. I think, what do you think, Harry?
Of course they go, right? No, they're running away. They're cowards. What? You got Mega Creeps.
No Tiny, no Beast? I mean, they know the Beastmaster's respawning in like 10. It's gonna have Roar, but you're really that afraid? A little Beastmaster?
They just want to end this as cleanly as possible. Lincoln Sphere on the PA. They have a shield rune on the puck now. They are quite a lot stronger than just a minute ago.
Yeah, big pickups on them. Oh, gonna Phantom Strike in pretty soon. Puck baiting. Adam on the tier 4s. You got Roar, but you got a Lincoln's now. Gotta pop it somehow. Gonna be Ogre looking to pop it. Beastmaster wants to jump here. Cannot get in range for it. Adam weaving in and out around the cooldown of his Lincoln Sphere timing. Good play from the Phantom Assassin. Cautiously. Tiny now reviving in 1 as they're rooted in silence. Tiny back on the board. Mr. Lens looking for revenge. 5-person smoke. They're Avid tossing in. Coming in for Adam, but he's Phantom striking away. H1 making some chaos. Taking light with the BKB, but the right clicks from Mr. Glenn. Adding up. Throws the tree. The tier 4 remains. But Adam's back in for more. Gets the Lincolns to cancel the roar. Now Satanic. The right clicks adding up from 9. The Phantom Assassin is controlled. Tossed up. Adam lifestealing through it all. He's going to win the game for his team. H1 silencing the backline, and now Dark Black versus the world. Pulled back away from his fountain. He just wants a sip, but he's going to be in the desert of death. 5 dead. Get wrecked. Claim the dub in game 3, advancing further into the lower bracket.
Whenever you say get wrecked, even though I say it a lot, it feels like they're literally cheering for the dire side. Like when I get wrecked.